Cancer, welcome back. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements, and it's a general read, so I will pick up whatever energies present themselves, and it may not be your energies, so if it's not feeling like a fit for your life and your situation this week, it's probably just not your reading, in which case, don't try to force that fit, okay? What I'd like you to do is check out some of the older videos that I've recorded. When you see it matters so much more than when I recorded it, because I do feel that Spirit brings us the messages we're needing exactly when we're needing them. So if you haven't seen those yet, one of those might be your message for this week, Cancer, or you might check out some of the videos from the other excellent readers on YouTube. So we're going to do 6 cards today, Cancer, and then we'll finish off with one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. This is the Mythic Tarot. I'm not sure if I've used this one with you before. I don't think I have. This is an older version of the deck, but I will put a link in the notes below in case you're interested in getting a copy from Amazon for yourself of the most recent release. I don't think you can buy this old version anymore, but the art is still the same. It just looks a little bit different. We're starting out with Justice. So there's a balancing of the scales this week, Cancer. Let me show you the lady and her owl. Come on, focus. Yeah. Cancer, that's Justice. And Justice is here bringing forward the energy of cause and effect. There's a clarity here and a truth. You see the sword, the scales. There is truth coming out that helps to balance a situation for you this week, Cancer. And it's also possible that you are going to need to make some decisions in a very head over heart manner, in a very balanced and reasoned way. The Four of Cups is coming out next. This is about being in contemplation, thinking about your options emotionally. You see this woman here has some guidance being whispered to her from her friends. She's trying to make some choices. She's not really even looking at her cups, is she? But the sense here is that perhaps you're a bit dissatisfied presently with the situation that you're in, and it could have something to do with the information you're receiving, with the clarity that you're reaching mentally about a situation, and you're needing to make a very logical choice about an emotional issue, which is always hard to do. Emotions are meant to be felt, not reasoned through, but sometimes it is necessary for us to put our head above our heart, and it seems like that may be the case for you this week, Cancer. We have the Five of Pentacles coming out next, and that is a sense, a perceived sense of lack, of poverty. You may feel that you are missing out on something really important and necessary to you. It is Pentacles, so it could be a financial loss or a feeling that you don't have access to the money you need. It also could be related to this emotional situation with the Four of Cups. I do want to point out, though, something that is always important, I think, about this card. You see back here, we have all those pentacles. And he feels very poor. Feels like he's out in the cold with his poor ripped robe. But his back is to his resources. His resources are right there. He only needs to reach out for them and turn around and look. And he's not doing that. So it's really not that you don't have the resources you need. You just don't believe you do right now. You need to make a choice of some type that is a little bit difficult. This could be also speaking to you moving on from somewhere, leaving a situation that feels like home. Justice and Judgment in the same reading. I think this is a significant week for you, Cancer. There's really some truth coming to light that you cannot ignore. And you're starting to understand that the decisions we make today create our future. And there's a certain weight on your shoulders right now, something that you need to decide, a decision you need to make that you are resisting a bit, but you know that no matter how you feel about it emotionally, you have to think with your head, not your heart, and you need to make that choice now. The Seven of Pentacles is coming out next. This is sort of building your financial stability, your financial and material security. You are, you've been working hard and you've been diligent, and you're starting to see that your work is paying off. You're starting to have a little bit of money in the savings account, a little bit of a sense of relief that you're okay financially. You have to make some difficult decisions perhaps around work this week. This could be a situation, this won't pertain to all of you, but it really almost feels like you have a job situation where you need to relocate perhaps, and your heart is saying you don't really want to. Your kids are in school, you don't want to uproot them. Your spouse would have to find another job, and it doesn't really feel great emotionally, but you know that the opportunity here is so large for your financial security of you and your family that you may need to make the choice anyway. Something like that, I think, is what I'm seeing. Or you could be choosing a job over a relationship. You could be deciding that the emotional side of your life has been too challenging lately, and you're just going to back burner it, and you're really just going to focus forward on your financial stability and come back to that emotional stuff later because you can't deal anymore with it. You need a break, and you need to go into your head space, out of your heart space for a while. I kind of get that feeling as well for some of you that that's what this is saying. I'm going to pull one of these enchanted map oracle cards for you, Cancer. Let's see what we have. Take a sip of my coffee first. Big reveal. Mountain. It's like a big face in the mountain there. Mountain. Number 6. Let us see what the book has to say, Cancer, about number 6. Mountain. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Interesting. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. So, you feel like there's a really big thing that you need to deal with, and you're feeling like there may only be one way, a really hard way to deal with it. And what Spirit is saying is, think creatively, try to consider other ways to address the challenge in front of you, like the river flowing around the mountain, or if you must go the difficult way, do it one step at a time and don't let it overwhelm you, is the message I'm seeing here, Cancer. I think that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. It is always an honor. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. They help the messages get out to more people, and I really do appreciate your help with that, because I do feel there are folks that could benefit from receiving the messages from Spirit. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And thank you again for being here. I hope you have a fantastic week, Cancer. We'll see you next time. Blessings.